rumbling drum. That is kicking me till I'm numb. I wanna feel the love that James Brown did when he got said no.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, it's going to be my makeup collection and how I store my makeup. So I figured this video would be really cool for me to do. A lot of you guys have been asking for me to do more makeup videos, and I don't know about tutorials or anything like that yet, but I planned on doing a makeup collection, and a lot of you guys wanted me to, so that is what I'm going to be doing today. So if you like this video at any point, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and let's get started. So over here is where I keep some makeup, and then the rest is in that little bin. My room that I keep like my craft stuff and stuff like that is very, very small, so I have to put my makeup and stuff wherever it goes. So that is just a little thing. So I'm going to show you guys what is in that bin down there first. I wanted to mention really quickly that I'm not trying to brag in any way. I got this makeup as a gift. Normally I usually get all my makeup at Christmas, so most of this is either a gift or I bought it for myself. So that's just a little FYI so that you guys don't think I'm bragging, because I would never do that. I would never have the intention of doing that, so just wanted to put that in here really quickly. So I'm going to get out each and every product and I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to start off with the stuff that's over here, like the little palettes. This is the Forever Nude Sculpt and Glow by BH Cosmetics. Here's what it looks like. It has 2 contour shades and a blush with the yellow powder and the highlight. Then I have this palette, which I just didn't have room for. It is the Galaxy Chic palette by BH Cosmetics. As you guys will tell in the video, I love BH Cosmetics, so here is the palette. The last palette I have, Beauty Gems, and it's a blush and highlight palette. I really, really like this palette. My sister gave it to me. My favorite highlight in it is probably that one, because it reminds me of the Orgasm Blush by NARS. Now here is all this random stuff. So I'm going to start off with this little thing over here because it has the least in it. So the first thing is my Tarte Shape Tape. I love this concealer so much. I don't really care about concealer, like I'll use whatever, but this, there's no going back. Like, it is amazing. Then I have my 2 primers. The primer over here is the AOA Studio Wonder Skin, and as you guys can see, it has like glitter in it. And then there is this one, which is the Wet n Wild face primer. Then I have these 2 eyebrow pomades, and it is the color Brunette. And then I have this one, which I think is my older one, and it's in Espresso. Then I have my eyeshadow primer, which is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It doesn't say shadow anymore because I've had it for so long, but you guys can kind of see like the outline of the shadow. And I love this so much. And then the last few things I have this Peach Primer from Too Faced. I'm actually going to be trying it out today. And then I have my 2 foundations. They're the same thing. It's just the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. And this one has a green thing on it so that I know to use that bottle first. So that is all that I have in that little side container. I emptied out that container and I'm just going to put the products in it as I go. So the first thing that I have is this loose powder. It is by Maybelline and it's the Fair Light. I have used the Airspun powder before, but it gives me and my sister both a headache, so we switched to that one and I really like it. Then I have another loose powder, which reminds me of the Laura Mercier, but it's the Mary Kay translucent powder. Then I have another face powder. I have a few face powders, as you guys can see. It is the It Cosmetics by Jamie Kern, and I adore this powder. It is so good, but as you guys can see, I'm running low, and I'm in the shade Light Medium. Then I have the last face powder, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte. It is the powder that I've been using most recently, and it's in the shade Translucent. Then I have some bronzers. So the first one I have is this one. It is not really old, it just like come off, but it's the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Bikini Contest. Then I have my all-time favorite drugstore bronzer. It is the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I am obsessed with coconut. You guys have no idea how much I love coconut, and like it smells just like a coconut macaroon. Then I have this one, which is not really meant to be a bronzer. It is supposed to be a powder, but it's too dark for my skin, so I just use it for a bronzer, and it's in the shade Medium, and it's by Clinique. Then I have this highlight, which I'm going to try to use more. My sister gave it to me. She got it for Christmas last year and never used it, so she gave it to me. It's the Wet n Wild Color Icon Rainbow Highlighter, and I just haven't used it yet. I really need to get out of like my comfort zone with highlighters, because you guys will see that in just a second what I'm talking about. Then I have these Avon little pearl things, and it says bronzing pearls, but like they're not bronzing at all. They're legit like blush and highlight. I mentioned that in my What's in My Backpack video. And then I have my all-time drugstore highlighter. It's the AOA Studio Wonder highlighter, and it's in Cream Puff. Then I have this blush. It's by LA Colors. It's a very light blush, but it's very, very pretty. And then I have this blush, which is the Essence Satin Touch Blush, and it's in the shade Satin Coral. And then the last blush I have, it is the Lancome. It looks like I did have another one, but it was very, very bright. It looks like it's really dark on camera, but it's really not. It's a lot brighter. But I like darker blushes. It's not as dark as it's putting off to be. It's more like that you guys can see me, but it's more like that color, and it is in the color A Plum. Then I have these two, which are just Mary Kay like pot thingies. This one is in the color Apricot Twist, or Apricot, however you want to say it, and this one is in Ice Cocoa. And then I just have some random chapsticks. These are just the lip smacker ones. This is in Candy Cane, Gingerbread Girl, and Peppermint Macaroon. And then I have this primer for your eyelashes. It's a Smashbox one. Then I have my Beauty Blender, a eyelash curler, and then I have a few other things. So the first thing is this eyeliner. The other things are like eyeliners and stuff like that. So this is by the brand Bliss. And then this one is by the brand Bonnabelle. And then this one is just a eyebrow pencil, and it's in the shade Brunette. And then my mascara, my drugstore one, is the Cherry Tree. And that is all that I have in this little bin. Got through that, I just have this little shelf which I normally keep my tapes on. So over here is all of my eyeshadow palettes. So the first palettes that I have, I'm just going to lay them up here as I go. So the first one I have is the Naked 3 by Urban Decay. And here is what it looks like. Then I have these two small palettes, which are by the brand The Balm, and this one is the Volume 2, and this is the Volume 1 of the La Bamba. This one's my favorite. Then I have the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I'm obsessed with this palette. I got it for Christmas. Then I have the White Chocolate palette, and I love how Manny's palette, like, it sticks all the way to all my palettes because it has magnets. But here is the White Chocolate palette. Then I have my all-time favorite palette of all time, the Makeup Geek and Manny Mue collaboration palette. You can no longer get this, I don't think. At least on the Makeup Geek site you can't. And I love this palette. It's so, so pretty. This is what I was talking about earlier, how I needed to go more out of my comfort zone with highlights because it has a blue and a purple highlighter in it. It's the Aurora Glow Kit. Then I have this BH Cosmetics palette, and again, I need to go more out of my comfort zone with a color in this as a blue shade, and then a highlighter and a bronzer, and the bronzer is actually like amazing, and so is the highlight. Then I have the Carley Bible palette, or the Carley Bible, however you say it, and I love this palette. One thing that I really like about it, different shades of highlights, and this one I usually use a bronzer, but yeah, there's me again. Then I have the Morphe and Kathleen Lights palette. I adore this palette so, so much. I don't know why. I just always have liked it. So here is the palette, and as you guys can see, that shade is my favorite, and so is my sister's. Then I have the Shin XO palette by BH Cosmetics. It has 9 lipsticks and 9 shadows as well. So here is the shadows, and I love this palette as well. And then the last palette I have is the Christmas in New York palette by Too Faced, and it's like phenomenal. Moving right along, I just have a candle up here. This is the next candle I'm going to be using. It's the Peppermint Swirl. And over here I have some of my lipsticks. I also have my glasses that I wore when I met Jacob. So the first lipstick I have is a Kylie. I don't know if this is a real or a fake. I've looked things up about it and I still don't know. So it is in the color Court K. Then I have this one, which is by AOA Studio, and it's kind of like separated because I've used it so much, but it is in the color Trend. There you go. Then I have this one, which I have not used yet. It is the Vice Liquid Lipstick, and it is in the color 1993. Then I have this one by ColourPop, and it kind of like wore off, and it's in the color London. There we go. Then I have this one, which is by ColourPop as well, and it's a very, very pretty lipstick. I love it. Then I have this one by Too Faced, and it's in the color Metallic Chocolate Diamonds. I have this one and the other one of the Wet n Wild series, and it is in the color Nudie Patootie. I'm sorry, it won't focus. There we go. Then I have this one, which is in the color Nudist Peach. I have this one, which I've already had. This is like an older one, and it is in the color Give Me Mocha. I have this one by Laura Geller, and it's in the color Honey Bun. This one by BH Cosmetics, and it is in the color Berry Bite. This one, which is by BH Cosmetics as well, and it's in the color Vixen. And then I have 3 setting sprays, 2 by Hard Cane. And I have the matte one, the glowing one, and then I have an e.l.f. mist. Right behind my pictures of Jacob, I have all of my makeup brushes. So most of them are by BH Cosmetics because that is my favorite. Then I have a picture of my niece, and then another setting spray, which is by Mary Kay. Then up here I have my favorite perfume, which is the Sheer Love by Victoria's Secret. And then I have some lotion, and then this is one of those things you get with the palettes. It has a very, very pretty look, which is right there, that I want to do, so I'm going to keep it there until I do that look. Then I have these little drawers, which I got at the Dollar Tree, surprisingly. I have this little mini melted chocolate lipstick by Too Faced. It's in Chocolate Milkshake. I have 2 of the Tarte and birthday suit because my sister gave me hers, and then I got one on my birthday. Then I have this one by Too Faced. It's the Melted Matte, and it's in the shade Sellout. Then I have this one by Smashbox, which I've never used yet, but it's wintertime here, so I think that it'd be really, really pretty. And I don't know what shade it's in. It doesn't say. Then I have this mini Ofra lipstick, and my sister got this in her Ipsy or something like that. Then I have all of my Jeffree lipsticks. I'm not going to get them all out. So right here is Nude Beach, 714 Androgyny, Scorpio, and Flamboyant. The second one I have like my mascaras and stuff. So the first thing I have is my lash glue. I use this one. It is the Salon Perfect or Perfect. My waterproof mascara, Better Than Sex by Too Faced. This is my brow mascara by Essence, and it's called Make Me Brow. I have these 2 liners, which are by the brand Beauty Concepts, and this one's just a black one, and then a brown one, which I've never had a brown one, so I'm really excited to use it. Then I have this, which is by Flower, and it's just a eyeshadow chubby, and Olive, my love. Then I have this, which my sister gave me. I think it's from her Ipsy, and it's called Fetch. And then I just have 2 mascaras. This one is the Rockin' Doll, and then this is the Get Big Lashes by Essence. Here I have my nail polish. So I have a Miracle Nail, and then a bunch of these are from the Jones brand. So I have this one, which is very dark. This one, which is like a tan, and then this one's like a brighter tan. Then this black sparkly one. This Wet n Wild one. Another one of that brand. It's like a pinky fuchsia color. And then I have another Wet n Wild one, and then again my Miracle Nail. Then over here I have my high-end like favorites. So I have my Hoola bronzer, my Tarte and Party. It's a blush. My Becca highlighter in Champagne Pop, my Too Faced blush in Papa Don't Peach, and then my 2 Jeffree highlights, which is in Eclipse and King Tut. That is it for all of my makeup. I'm really proud of my makeup collection, and I'm really happy with everything I have. Again, I'm not trying to brag in any way, but you guys requested this, so I decided to do it. So if you guys did like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video.